Where are you going, Cochinu? The parking lot is the other way.
Where are you going, Koshala?
The parking lot is the other way.
What?
You're dumber than I thought.
Didn't Damien invite you to join us for ice cream?
I'm not going. Without turning around, I took a step forward but was pulled back by my bag again. Ethan pulled harder this time. I fell backward, my backpack landing against his chest. His arm immediately wrapped around my waist to stop me from falling further, causing my head to rest against his shoulder. I raised my eyes and he lowered his. Our stunned gazes met. My stomach didn't just flutter, it did somersaults. I was far too aware of every place our bodies touched. Is there an angle from which he wouldn't look perfect?
As if he had heard my thoughts, Ethan's eyes returned to their normal size and his lips curled into a teasing smirk.
Are you trying to kill me, Koshanu?
Immediately, I pulled away, facing him with cheeks redder than a fire truck. I looked around to hide my blush from his mocking eyes. The hallway had begun to empty, but the few people who remained were giving us curious looks, which only added to my embarrassment.
You pulled me.
With all that weight, you should be able to handle a few shoves.
Let me go.
I can't.
Why?
Because I'm having fun, and also you're coming with us to the ice cream shop. I can't let Damien be mad at me because of you when our match is in 2 weeks.
Do I have any say in this?
No.
He grabbed my hand and started dragging me toward the school gates, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. He didn't seem to see any harm in forcing me to follow him. At first, I tried to resist by digging my shoes into the ground and using my weight to slow him down, all while trying to ignore the warmth of his fingers wrapped around my wrist. But my strength was no match for his. Ethan was a football player. His training showed as he kept walking without appearing bothered by my frail attempts.
When we reached the parking lot, there was no sign of Damien, his car, or anyone else. They had already left. I breathed a sigh of relief, glad I wouldn't have to face Damien for the rest of the day.
That bastard left without me. It seems our lover doesn't care about you after all. But I do. Let's go.
He yanked my hand and dragged me again, this time toward a black Chevrolet Camaro on the other side of the lot. I didn't know much about Ethan's family, but to own a car like that, they must have been rich. Ethan opened the passenger door and raised his eyebrows, gesturing for me to get in.
You don't have to take me.
Don't waste my time.
Not having the courage to defend myself, I silently slipped into the passenger seat and buckled my belt. Ethan closed the door with a loud thud that made me jump before walking around to the driver's side. Once the engine started, any chance of escaping was gone. I sent Addison a quick message asking her not to wait for me. Even after it was sent, I kept staring at my phone, anything to avoid looking at the Satan beside me, but he wouldn't let me hide.
Tell me, Koshonu, do you like him?
What?
Don't be stupid. You know what I mean.
I turned to look at him. His narrowed eyes were fixed on the road, and his hands were clenched on the steering wheel. He didn't look like a happy person. You don't have to worry. Damien only said those things because he was angry with you. I'm sure he didn't mean it.
That's not an answer to my question.
Why does it matter if I like him? No, I don't like him that way. Seriously, don't worry about your friend. He'll never love me anyway.
Good.
No other words were exchanged, and an awkward tension filled the car. At least, it was awkward for me. Ethan didn't seem to mind. By the time we reached Riche Glacier, I was ready to jump out and run.
I spotted Damien's and Lola's cars parked nearby. Fear gripped me again. My frayed nerves weren't getting a break today. Inside, I saw Damien, Sadvi, Matt, and Lola sitting in a booth, chatting over their ice cream. Matt spotted us first, smiling and waving us over. I smiled awkwardly as the others turned their heads. Damien looked the most surprised, especially seeing us together. I couldn't blame him. I was surprised too.
Come on, what do you want?
Blueberry.
And?
And what?
You're getting 2 scoops. Do you want both to be blueberry?
No, I'll just have 1 scoop.
Who are you trying to fool? 2 chocolate, 1 with chips, the other with nuts and marshmallow, and 2 blueberry.
You were right. I wasn't going to come. I was embarrassed too, but Ethan insisted, so I followed him. I hope I didn't make things awkward.
Tastes weird.
When he reached for his wallet, I started digging through my bag for mine. Since I was wearing a knee-length summer dress with no pockets, my backpack held everything.
Don't bother. I'm paying.
But-
Just enjoy your ice cream, Koshonu.
I thought you wouldn't come.
Well, here we are.
Ethan noticed, staring at my legs for a moment. I immediately pulled the fabric down, feeling embarrassed. I shouldn't have worn this dress.
Who told you we wouldn't come?
I did.
So you decided to leave Koshonu in the lurch after begging her to join us?
Casey, I'm sorry. I was embarrassed to see you after what I said, and I left abruptly. I didn't wait because I didn't think you'd actually show up.
You were right. I wasn't going to come. I was embarrassed too, but Ethan insisted, so I followed him. I hope I didn't make things awkward.
Absolutely not. I'm such an asshole for not even texting you. You have every right to be mad.
You are an asshole, and she should be mad.
And who are you to talk? It's your fault this happened. You were the one mistreating her.
What I do with her is none of your business. It's between her and me.
Can you believe this guy?
Stop it, guys. The girl you're fighting over looks scared to death.
Instantly, all eyes were on me. I realized I had been watching them with a terrified expression. I wasn't exactly scared, but seeing them fight because of me felt horrible.
I'm sorry.
Ethan just scoffed. Fortunately, there were no more arguments for the rest of the time. Matt and Sadvi brought the mood back up by talking about the upcoming football game. My mint ice cream had melted into the blueberry, but I ate it anyway, savoring the sweetness. Around 6 p.m., everyone decided to head home. "Casey, wait!" Sadvi called as I was heading for the door.
No, Casey, go ahead. She's just going to ask you nosy questions about what Damien said at school. Everyone can see you don't want to talk about it.
Lola was right. I gave them an apologetic look and walked out.
Casey, let me drop you off.
She's coming with me. I brought her here, and I'm taking her home.
The 2 boys glared at each other until something like a realization flashed in Damien's eyes. He backed away.
As you wish.